So, Bedwars, huh? A classic hypixel game that has been around for about 5 years now. In a few months, it'll be celebrating its 5th anniversary, which is pretty cool. But over the span of those 5 years, a lot of stereotypes start to emerge. And today, I will be covering those stereotypes. Now, just a quick disclaimer, this is an idea I borrowed from Soundsmith TF2. You should check him out, but since he's not doing stereotypes anymore, I doubt you'll see any newer TF2 stereotypes. And the biggest disclaimer, stereotypes aren't meant to be taken seriously. If you play like one of the stereotypes that I talk shit about, don't cry about it in the comment section or in Twitter. It's all exaggerated and are mostly jokes. So, are we good? Yeah? Alright, let's get started. You're an average Minecraft player that saw Bedwars in one of your favorite Minecraft YouTubers' videos. So you join Hypixel and try to have some fun on Bedwars. The new players have little to no experience PvPing and the tactics of Bedwars. An example that you yourself can see in a game is their bridging style. Experienced players angle their view and hold either ST or AS and has the ability to speed bridge, while less experienced players will only hold S and slowly bridge backwards. The new players are also the type of players that build massive bed defenses and towers in their bases, since bigger defense means the enemy is gonna have a hard time getting your bed. Oh boy, the tryhard. The tryhards are, well, good to say the least. They'll probably beat you up if you come across them. They usually know the advanced strategies in Bedwars, but whatever you do, don't piss them off. Like, yeah, you could piss them off. A good example of pissing them off is by beating them in a Bedwars game. Because 90% of the time, they'll invite you to their party to type racial slurs and insults in all caps, and invite you to a duel to preserve their high ego. The other 10% are chill and will just say GG and leave. Now, there are actually two types of people who use the fireball. One of them is the smart strategical fireball users. They buy fireball so they can pull off strategic fireball jumps that only looks like a rocket jump from Team Fortress 2 and get to enemy bases. These guys only use fireball for movement mechanic and maybe some offensive attacks, which is highly respectable. On the other hand, the cannon are the other type of fireball users, but instead of using fireball strategically, they're just brain dead players that just uses the fireball to get an easy win. These guys will fireball almost anyone, even if you're across the map, and they will just mysteriously have one at random. It's like the soldier from Team Fortress 2. On one hand, you have the strategic soldier that uses the rocket launcher for both movement and offensive attacks, and on the other hand, you have the soldier who will just spam rockets hoping it will work, and then dying to a pyro since pyros can air blast. Now, it looks really weird that I named a stereotype from a character in TF2, but it kind of fits the whole stereotype. So the Demoman of Bedwars are Whoops, the connection got cut out. I think it's because YouTube doesn't like that word. You know what? Understandable. Let's see. Aha! So the Demoman of Bedwars are explosive masters. They use TNT for almost anything. These types of people are also the type to not buy tools since TNT is faster and more efficient. Which, I mean, you at least gotta have like a backup plan or something. These people also like to TNT jump, which is also fitting since in TF2, the Demoman can sticky jump, which is almost similar to TNT jumping. Why? Like, I get it. The bow exists in the game, but why on earth do you have to buy the damn thing? Holy shit, you're not being smart. You're just a pain in the fucking ass. These people deserve to die in a fire. Like, out of the big array of weapons and materials that you can buy in the Bedwars store, you chose to buy the fucking bow. Like, why? Like, what? What the fuck is wrong with you? The mid rusher is as bad as the marksman. They will instantly go to mid after the game starts and will immediately get obsidian, potions, and just take out every single bed. These people are also the type to buy diamond gear while still also having a bed, and 90% of the time, they suck massive, humongous massive, humongous balls. Like, literally, you can probably just hit them twice and they'll fall into the void. These people are hard to fucking kill. And the reason is because they're stacked as shit. They will dedicate the entire game to getting emeralds, diamonds, and other materials from other generators. They'll mostly be unknown in the game since you will rarely see them in game. And once you do get to see them, they will have prod for full diamond gear, 5 sets of potions, and half a stack of gablets. These types of players always build up, and the reason they build up is because they're cats. They go up and up into higher areas, but unlike cats, they can actually jump off and live. Since they bought 16 letters at the shop, these people are the hardest to kill in aerial combat. Since no matter what you do, they'll somehow survive, and even if it's, let's say, there aren't any blocks to clutch on, if they're skilled enough, they can just pull a Hannah and place a block and letter at the same time, causing no fall damage. Pussies. That's what they are. Pussies. Like, they either lost their bed or they still have their bed, but they build a sky base since they can't do jack shit in Bedwars. And usually, they have bows, fireballs, and even TNT to knock down anyone that tries to get to them. And 95% of the time, they'll stay until dragons, which is 40 minutes after the game started. Like, why skybase? It's so boring and tedious. Who the fuck came up with the idea? Pussies. And they're pussies. Just kidding. While on the topic of sky stereotypes, skybridgers like to jump down like fucking Ezio from Assassin's Creed and knock them off the bridge. They're usually a pain in the ass to deal with since the only way to deal with them is going up yourself. Now you could use a fireball, but it only works half the time, since the fireball would either get blocked or the person will just clutch in their bridge. These people saw a Bedwars challenge on YouTube and decided to replicate it for themselves. The most notable YouTuber that I can think of right now is Zyph, since he usually comes up with dumb Bedwars challenges. And speaking of Zyph, these people absolutely suck. Like, not in skill, no, most of them are actually pretty good. But they suck. They're a pain in the ass to deal with since they will just keep killing you since they have prot 4 diamond armor with 1 billion golden apples. And they will usually do some dumb challenges like hiding near the void or something, or out of bounds. Don't know if that's still a thing, but you get the idea. Don't even try to beat them. Don't even try to beat them inside rushing. They'll beat your ass. By the time you finish speed bridging to the other island, you would already bridge the entire circumference of the map tenfold. Just don't even try. Their CPS is higher than my FPS. They'll beat your ass in PvP too. Now the word pop stomping came from Dota and, well, Team Fortress. And also Team Fortress 2. The word pop stomping means destroying every single player in a public server. Pubs. Now these people are cold. They will not say anything in chat, and when they do, it'll be a GG at the very end of the game. These people are also high tier Bedwars players and might have been in the top 10 Hypixel Bedwars tournament. These sons of bitches will side bridge on a map that will waste time, blocks, and resources than if they were to do a mini detour. Like, why would you do this? Like, why? It just doesn't make sense. It's just a pain in the ass for you and the person that you're trying to kill. Oh my... Fuck people that side bridge on a map that doesn't need them. Like, why do people need that? Why? So, those are all of the stereotypes. If you guys want me to do more, like, comment, and of course, subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the video, what the fuck? What the fuck am I writing? Subscribe to the channel. Fuck. And hey, you guys can submit your own stereotypes in the comments below.